Good evening. Another update video on AMC Entertainment and just a general lesson about CEOs and their directions of getting more money when they need more money. Step one is usually cash. You don't have the cash, you look for credit. You don't have the credit, you look for dilution. If your stock price is far too low, you can't dilute it sometimes. Or if you have a board of directors or a shareholder meeting that no way in the world the shareholder is going to allow you to dilute the stock, you can't get that approved. That would be another reason to not be able to use that option. But as a business, the health of a company, you'll see a stock that has a high share price. That means it's dilutable. It's like money in the bank. You'll see a big credit card. You'll see a big credit line. You'll see a big gap between the balance sheet, your assets and liabilities. You say that's money in the bank. You see the cash on the books. That's money in the bank. You see a low number of outstanding shares. It's money in the bank. They have little banks everywhere. And eventually these little banks dry up. Sometimes the share price gets so darn low you couldn't dilute it if you wanted to. Sometimes you don't have any credit possible because you're already way upside down on your credit and your people are already calling and yelling at you. You're already late on your light bill. And sometimes you have no cash either. And the companies do one of two different things. Sometimes they go into bankruptcy. Sometimes they start doing weird stuff to their shareholders. They have another technique of getting money, and that's what I wanted to share with everybody. Is it's from you. They just take it out of you and your brokerage account. You're the shareholder of that company. You're one of the 400 million people that own the company. They just take it right out of your brokerage account and they stick that money into their pocket. Now, how do they do this exactly? Okay, let me explain. The stock is, say, $10. They do a dilution on the stock, and they make your stock worth $1 all of a sudden. Then they do a 10-to-1 reverse split on it, and they bring it back up to $10. You only got one share of this now. You used to have 10 shares of it. So what did they do? They just took 90% of your money. That money left your stock account and it entered their wallet. Think about it. There's 3 or 4 different ways that this can transpire. If you have a very, very low stock price, you can do a reverse stock split and follow that up with a dilution. That'll leave everybody with with 1/10 or 1/100th or 1/20th the number of shares. It'll suck all of the money out of your stock account and put it all into their account. And the other one was the first example that I gave. But those are 2 techniques from the last ditch effort of desperation of getting money, and how to turn it into your stockholders' money at their brokerage and to stick it into your own pocket. The CEOs are very capable. In the case of AMC Entertainment, we would have seen a simple dilution followed by a reverse split or something. They would have probably taken it out on us just the same. But they couldn't, because they couldn't do a AMC dilution without shareholder approval. So they created the separate APE stock, which got a bunch of people interested in APE and doing the APE arbitrage play and all of this brainwashing shit they put out there for the last year. They already diluted it once by 100%. More than that. They went from 416 million outstanding shares to over 1 billion, or just south of 1 billion, I think, right at 1 billion. They're going to go up to another, they can go up to 5 billion total in APE shares. So he kind of did the same thing as example A, except for he's doing it with an APE and then a clacking together, because he can't dilute it. That's the only way he can dilute it. He can dilute that and he can clack them together, but he can't dilute this. Does that make any sense to anybody? So he's doing the exact same thing that I gave in example A. When the $10 stock, he just dilutes it by 90%, whacks you down to $1. and then he does a reverse split and it makes it worth $10 again, it looks like, mystic voodoo, but you used to have 10 shares in your account. Now you only have one share. So how do you feel? You're staring at one share of your thing, and you used to stare at 10 of them, and now they're the same price as they were before. Um, it's a common tactic on Wall Street. Maybe it's new to some of y'all, but it's the last place a CEO goes to get money. And in AMC's case, they didn't have enough cash to dent their. If they relieve themselves of too much cash, they have 954 million. They could throw something at their debt at least to show some responsibility. They haven't shown. Well, let's see if they've lost much. 11.79 down to 11.44. So they've lost. They've poured 300 million at their debt about. So they've been trying. They've been at least trying. But they're just way too upside down to ever right this ship. It's never going to be a company that can survive bad days. These quarters here are 990 million. I mean, they lost 310. They lose 310. They lost 300. They lost 226. They lost 235. Even in their best quarter last year, they lost 121. That was when they did 1.17 billion. This quarter, they're going to do 1.3. It's going to be way up here. And they're back in the black for this quarter. Yeah, legit style, even with this ridiculous high debt load. They're a company in the black. They're going to right themselves, but I just wanted to teach y'all about a stock technique or a CEO technique to go to the last place and resort chance of money. And that's you. That's your brokerage account that's taking your money to make a company survive. They're going to take your investment, make it worth like 10% what it used to be made. But the company survived. Congratulations. Thank you for investing. And that's just grown up shit. That's just how life works. That's what you're witnessing here. You're witnessing it here with an APE sidetrack. They couldn't do it directly to the AMC person. They couldn't just dilute you and reverse split you. They had to APE you, dilute it, combine it, and then reverse split you. It's just the same play. I've seen it about a half a dozen times now. It blows my mind every time I see a CEO do this, and it always happens in the same situation. We have no money, we have no credit, we can't dilute ourselves, and we can't possibly get a loan, and we don't know what to do. And we're about to go under, and we're 2 quarters from death, or 1 quarter from the end. And that's when you see it. You see it when you have no credit, you have no cash, you have a losing business. Yeah, and you're desperate to come up with $4 billion. That's who does something like this. It's a very rare play. It's going to be something that's going to be talked about on the news quite frequently once everybody figures out what the hell they did exactly here, what all the hullabaloo is about, and what all the chaos is. But yeah, that's the move. It's coming for your money, the investor's money, 90% of it, 75% of it, something wickedly nasty like that, shoving it all right out of your brokerage account and in their pocket. If you don't think they can do it, go look at all the people at Mullen Automotive that thought they had 1,000 shares. They woke up and then they had 100 shares, and then they reverse split it, ended up in the same place for the second time. Now they're down to 10 shares, at the same price the guy had 1,000 shares at. He's going, where the hell's my money? And Mullen's got tons of extra money now. He doesn't, though. He had 1,000 shares of this thing at the same price that he has 10 now. And that's what they did in 2 moves. They extracted 99% from him. But from you, they can get 90% in 1 move. So you're seeing the move. This is the play that they made. Sorry to share it with everybody, but this is what the future is going to bring for AMC for right now. And then there's going to be a new company, and they're going to start over again. They're going to press the reset button. But nobody shared that they're having you pay for it. So just wanted to make everybody understand how that works. Thank you very much for watching the video. Like and subscribe. Hopefully I saved some people some money here. Have a wonderful day.